In rare moments of clarity, Ruabaki pleaded with the Wushang Society, the Order of Mystics, to end his torment before disaster could escape him. But fear and guilt twisted his soul, and one night he lost control, tragedy swallowing an innocent family. In that hour, the line between hero and monster dissolved. Honey's words fell to a whisper, heavy with empathy and sorrow. Ruabaki was broken beneath the weight of his crimes. Redemption. He sought it in the only way left. By surrendering his life, the Wushang Society granted his wish. He knelt before the elders robed in midnight, their hands weaving a circle of forgiveness and fate. Their voices rose in a somber hymn, chanting the rite that bound his fractured luminous soul to the heart of the medallion forever. She paused, sorrow thickening the air. Since that night, every Garnet Warrior carries a shard of Ruabaki's soul, a warning and a benediction, memory and myth braided into the stone's heart. Honey's tale lingered, a shadow spun between destiny and madness. Sevyn stood spellbound, heart pounding with dread and wonder, awakening to the truth. He was no longer merely a teacher, but a name written in the living saga of legend. The elders entered the ritual chamber, a sanctum steeped in secrets and centuries. The air was thick with incense and the tang of ceremonial steel. Torchlight danced across stone walls. In the center, a slab of black granite veined with gold gleamed in the half-light, awaiting its next legend. The ritual began, painstaking and reverent. Chants echoed, summoning old gods and forgotten protections. Sacred oils spilled, and runes bloomed in red ink on Ruabaki's skin. With solemn skill, the elders removed his organs, anointing them with rare herbs before placing them in his brother's body, a legacy transplanted, knowledge passed through blood and time. As the last chant faded, the air shimmered, shadows dancing on the cusp of legend. The ritual drew Ruabaki's spirit into myth, binding him to the Garnet legacy. The roll, laced with sacrifice and prophecy, passed to Shabaka, who emerged from the chamber remade, a new warrior, his fate forever entwined with his brother's memory. Sevyn leaned in, awe blooming in his chest. So, how did Ruabaki's heart and soul become part of me? His curiosity was a spark in the ritual's lingering shadow. The NOC is our society's pulse, Honey replied, eyes distant. When a Garnet Warrior falls, we recover the organs, preserved by rites that bend the laws of nature. The funeral home keeps them safe until rebirth. No matter how Ruabaki died, we know how to resurrect his spirit. What makes these organs so powerful? Sevyn pressed, hunger for understanding flickering in his voice. Honey's brow furrowed, uncertainty shadowing her eyes. That's a riddle even the wisest haven't cracked, a secret sealed in the marrow of legend. Did Shabaka wrestle with the medallion's hunger too? Sevyn wondered aloud, picturing the stone's appetite for shadows and the temptation to feed the darkness within. Absolutely, Honey said, voice solemn as a bell. Every Garnet Warrior has known this struggle, but you're not alone. The medallion is more than a symbol. It's a thread binding you to every brother and sister who came before. She tossed the medallion to Sevyn. As he caught it, power surged, a pulse of unity, the weight and warmth of belonging. Sevyn, reclaim your strength. Let the medallion's power fill you. Honey urged, her words a rallying drumbeat. It's time to step fully into your legend. Without hesitation, Sevyn fastened the necklace, its gemstone burning with inner fire. Power surged through him, lightning in his veins, the medallion thrumming with the ancient magic of the pyramid spring. The air danced with energy as Sevyn's mind blazed with a daring new vision. Fueled by determination, he jumped out of bed and dashed forward, energized by a rush of power. "I feel like I could leap a mountain," he shouted, his voice full of joy. When was the last time this medallion was charged? It must have been ages ago because, wow, I can't even describe how incredible this feels. Honey carrying the wisdom of many lifetimes, looked at Sevyn with eyes that were both sharp and kind. Her words felt like they came from generations before her. Jacques said he felt an incredible surge when he first took the stone from the pyramid's fountain. My ancestors wrote down every detail on the scrolls, how the energy rushed through him like sunlight, and how the air shimmered with power. Her voice grew quiet as she gave Sevyn a knowing look, as if sharing a rare secret. She tossed him his bladed staff, a beautiful relic with gold runes, swirling patterns, and a blade that caught the light, sending reflections across the stone walls. The staff seemed to vibrate with excitement, as if it remembered every battle it had seen. Sevyn caught the staff, comforted by its weight and perfect balance. The gold felt warm and almost alive, gently vibrating with the medallion's new energy. He spun it, letting muscle memory guide him as the staff blurred through the air, leaving trails of golden light. Suddenly, with a soft click, the staff split into two, a silver chain connecting them like lightning. Sevyn grabbed the handles and spun them in wide loops, creating a rush of air that swept through the room. The wind blew out the candles, then reignited them in bright flames, their light flickering over the carved runes. "Are you going to show off all day, or are you ready to get back to saving the world?" Honey called out, her tone half teasing, half impatient. Her voice cracked through Sevyn's exuberant display like a whip, cutting the charged silence with a reminder of urgency. The air itself seemed to settle, the wild energy reining in as their purpose reasserted itself, anchoring Sevyn back to the gravity of their mission. "Why? Where exactly are we supposed to be going?" Sevyn shot back, his eyes alight with eager anticipation, the afterglow of adrenaline still sparking in his veins. Beneath the bravado, a flicker of anxiety lingered, an awareness of the dangers lurking beyond the chamber and the enormity of what they were about to face. "We need to go now, Sevyn. Our mission is to save Sebastian before it's too late, before he becomes the Antichrist. The woman you met is Khan Shamel's daughter. If Khan Shamel follows Satan, he'll have to give up the incubi throne. That means your son would be next in line, but he's been raised by a demon in the Church of Satan, surrounded by darkness since birth. If we wait, chaos could tear our world apart, demons and mortals alike caught in a war that will destroy everything." Honey's urgency was clear, her words heavy with warning. "What do you mean? How do you know all this?" Sevyn asked, his voice rough with disbelief. He frowned, torn between doubt and the fear creeping up his spine. Honey's words weighed on him, and he struggled to understand her warnings. Honey stood tall, her presence calm and mysterious. Her eyes shone with ancient knowledge. "I have the sight, Sevyn. I can see the past, present, and glimpses of the future. That's why the Wushang Society calls me the Cosmic Three-Eyed Owl." Her voice was steady and clear. "Castor and Pollux are next in line, the second and third to hold the title. They are special, born with triple vision, and their eyes are meant to shine like the Milky Way. Their part in the prophecy is huge. Their power is still hidden, even from me. But when they awaken, the world will change in ways we can't imagine." Sevyn stood in awe, feeling the weight of the moment. It was as if he was caught between fate and choice, each heartbeat a struggle. The air felt charged with both hope and fear. Holding on to hope and the new power inside him, he wondered if it would be enough to change what was coming. "Castor played a huge role. He saved me from demons at my wife's vigil," Sevyn murmured, his words almost lost in the echoing hush of the pyramid's shadowy corridors. He glanced around, taking in the ancient carvings that wove stories across every stone, their lines flickering in the golden candlelight. The image of Castor and Pollux, with their strange, luminous eyes, haunted the gloom. Sevyn looked at Honey, searching her face, drawn irresistibly to the paradox of her sightless gaze. You look blind too, but your eyes sparkle like you're holding a galaxy inside them. How is that possible? Honey gave a knowing smile, her eyes shining. I'm called the three-eyed owl for a reason, Sevyn. My vision reaches across worlds. My mind connects to the cosmos, letting me see truths beyond the physical. I've learned secrets older than civilization, and these eyes let me see what others can't. Her voice was soft and full of wonder as she walked with Sevyn through the labyrinth. Castor and Pollux could learn this sight too. Their path is different from mine, but one day their vision might change the world. Sevyn stopped, suddenly alert. He pressed his ear to the cool granite wall and closed his eyes, listening for faint voices coming from inside the stone. He frowned, focusing hard to understand the whispers. "What are you doing?" Honey asked, her voice worried as she watched him, feeling uneasy herself. "Just listening," Sevyn said, his voice mysterious. He tapped the wall, his fingers making a steady rhythm that echoed through the ancient room. The sound seemed to wake something in the stone. Suddenly, the spot under his hand vibrated, sending a jolt up his arm. Trusting his instincts, he stepped back and kicked the wall. The granite shifted and a hidden door opened, revealing a secret chamber filled with blue light, swirling dust, and the glow of torches. Shadows moved across the walls, showing stories from long ago.